Sobel. He's live with us again this morning. The death of Senator Feinstein, Brian, puts Governor Newsom's decision as to who will be filling that seat through the end of next year firmly in the spotlight. Can you give us your best expertise as to what comes next with this highly coveted position?
There's going to be a time of mourning over the death of this giant of the Senate, the longest-serving woman in the Senate, somebody who, when you knew her, and I didn't know her well, but I met with her many times over the years, found her to be gracious, elegant, a wonderful senator, a huge supporter of the San Francisco Bay Area, frankly, stepping up in 1978 to take over as mayor after the assassination of George Moscone and Harvey Milk. Again, her legacy will be talked about for a long time. What happens next in California is the question. This will be up to Governor Gavin Newsom. He has talked about a caretaker candidate to put in as the senator to fill out the term of Diane Feinstein. We will see. I don't know that we'll hear anything from Governor Newsom on this until an appropriate time over the next few days.
You know, Brian, I did want to ask you this. There are reports that the governor will be on a timeline here because we do have the government shutdown and several issues right now in the Senate that need to be moved on quickly. Can the Senate work move ahead in her absence?
Andre, yes. The work of the Senate and the House of Representatives will go on, and Governor Newsom has a big decision here. And it's going to be very impactful to the three announced candidates for the replacement of Diane Feinstein at her retirement. The phones will be ringing at the Capitol, are ringing at the Capitol already from all of these camps, from many other people in California with respect to the government shutdown. It is what it is. As a country, as a state, we're going to have to learn how to walk and chew gum at the same time. And these kinds of things that happen, the loss of this incredible senator will have to be dealt with by the Senate.
Brian, can I ask you, as we have been reading, as we expect, tributes to the senator from many of her political and personal supporters. We are also hearing condolences from people who were her political opponents at times. Sometimes, at times like this, Washington does tend to come together, if only for a minute. This feeling of national mourning for Senator Feinstein, number one, how long do you expect it to last? And number two, do you think it might help fuel any work actually getting done in Washington? Or is this really just a one-day, a weekend phenomenon?
Well, Cassie, you make a really good point. When a body like the Senate loses a towering figure like Diane Feinstein, it will come together around her legacy. Whether that impacts policy is a whole other thing. You have to go back to, for example, the assassination of John F. Kennedy, who led the way for Lyndon Baines Johnson to really push through civil rights reforms in the Civil Rights Act of 1964. This is not the same thing. This is more about a member of a body who was there for many, many, many years, who, as your previous guest said, ended up being more of a moderate in the Senate, an elegant moderate in the Senate. And so I think the Senate will take the time to mourn her passing. I don't know that her legacy will result in some piece of legislation in particular. We will have to see.
All right. Political analyst Brian Sobel, we appreciate you joining us again this morning.
Absolutely. Good morning.
Thank you.